Let's see if we can actually make this work. Window capture. That's not what I'm looking for. What's happening, everybody? It is Amara Goddess of Blunder. I'm sorting cards right now because I am slowly building a giant magic store. Let's see here. Not building a store so much as I just need to know where my things are. Let's see here. That's not it either. Come on. Where's Moxfield at? Let's see here. Yeah, so I'm Amara, Goddess of Blunder. I make Magic the Gathering content on the internet. I'm one of your Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy ambassadors, and yeah, I'm going to talk about preview cards and go through my Moxfield right now. Let's see here. Close this. Update now. Fine. There we go. Let's go to my list. There we go. Add cards. Okay. Let's go over here and see why this is not popping up. Let's see. Window capture. Moxfield. That's what I want. Boop. Boop. Undo that. We'll just move this over here. There we go. Boop. There we go. We can see me. We can see my cards. There we go. We did it. Look at us. We're professionals. How is everybody doing? Enjoying those Final Fantasy previews? I am. So good. Let's see here. Okay, that's all good. I got that. Let me bring up my chat over here so I can see things. Turn this music down in my ear. It's just a tad bit loud. Yeah. Chat. Boop. Haha, chat, I found you. Boop. Look at me. Ugh. Tom. They're all terrible. All the cards are bad. The magic is all these Final Fantasy cards. They're so good. My poor brain can't handle it. Let's see here. Let shrink this just a little bit so I can actually see the preview cards. There we go. We'll bring that over there. There, I guess we'll have that. Is that good? So we can see too. Oh, let's see here. Let's move this over here. Boop. Transition that over there. Look at us. We did do this all on the fly. How you doing, Tom? Are you enjoying the Final Fantasy previews? They have been pretty awesome so far. I'm I'm so stupidly excited. I love this. I am living my best life right now. Okay. Tom, you need to send over the list of cards you need for magic cards, your trade list, because I misplaced it again, because that's how I do things. I'm like, I'm just gonna misplace this. Oh, yeah, I did it. Success. Good job, me. So I'm slowly logging all my magic cards. I effed my original list up, so now I gotta restart everything. That's basically what are we doing? Swarm intelligence. Okay, why did that bring that up? I want this up over here. Let's see. Boop. There we go. Cloud. Cloud is stupid. I'm a big fan of Cloud. I mean, it's gonna go in my dog meat deck, and it's gonna go in freaking Samut too, because I do have a lot of equipment in there. I like equipment. It is so overwhelming. I do not know why they put out all those previews on that day. I was not prepared for it. My videos are now kind of just I didn't finish any of them. I was not expecting a giant, yeah, 400 cards being released all at the same time, plus the previews of the day. Like, what are you doing to us? That's too much all at the same time. But I'm excited. Yeah, Cloud. Yeah, Eivor. You're gonna be eating well with equipment, I imagine. Did you just see the secret lair that they just showed? There's a a freaking secret layer that has some pretty sweet freaking card reprints. Almost all of them, I think, have something that was good in it that I actually use. Serum Visions. Yeah. I really want to make a Moogle deck. I love my Moogles. They're so cute. Oh, this is not this one. Why does everything have to be so... There we go. Is it that one? Okay. Oh, Serum Visions are still worth $1. That's ridiculous. Anyway, let's go through here. 119. Yeah, the Moogles are so cute. I just want to... I love Moogles. I gotta find the rest of my Final Fantasy stuff. Oh my gosh, it is getting warm. Ugh. I hate summertime. This is like my least favorite time of the year. It's so dumb. It's so warm. I don't like it. I don't like sweating and having clothes on at the same time. It's dumb. It's not that one. It just looks like that. Huh. Interesting. It's not that one either. Oh my gosh, which one is this? Oh, C21. Killing me, Ponder. I knew you're somewhere. So what is the most excited card that I'm glad that they did bring back more things with plane cycling and stuff. I'm assuming it's good for draft. More Moogles. Is that's the foil Moogle? Okay. Well, I'm very excited about Moogles. There we go. So we got a new Cat Bees that taps target non-enchantment creature, which makes sense for the creature that it is. I do like that there's so many cool creatures and things that they've added. I mean, that's good for draft. Tapping, even though there's a lot of enchantment creatures, so it might not be as good in a draft. Oh, Jace, Wielder of Mysteries. Boop. Holy crap. Vendilion Click. Vendilion Click is one of my favorite cards. I just spelled it completely wrong. Vendilion Click. Oh, they were in Jumpstart? I don't even know where I've opened cards, apparently. Like, wait a second, what is this? I think I've seen this. Hero tokens I really like. They're just germ tokens, basically, but the job mechanic is interesting. You are actually getting, what, 4 creatures? And then you're putting, they're 1/1s, but then you're putting +1/+1 counters on each of them. And most likely you probably have other creatures. So you're getting 4 2/2s, basically, which is pretty awesome. Should be interesting. I want to see how it works. And Dragoons look. I really like job selects. It's interesting. I wish it was backgrounds instead, but the job thing from Final Fantasy XIV. Every Final Fantasy has had jobs or skills and things. It's basically the different classes of Final Fantasy characters, which has always existed. And it's a lot of like iconic things like Dragoons here. Dragoons in Final Fantasy, their abilities, they jump up in the air and they disappear from combat. And then they come back down on the enemy that you selected, which I'm sure, I don't know why they didn't do something like that, because there's a turtle that does that. I'm surprised they didn't try to do something like that instead. I mean, it works. Boop. But should be interesting. I mean, it allows you to make other creatures typal, which is pretty cool. So that's probably what I'm going to be using it for. I really like Moogle's Valor. For each creature you control, create a 1/2 white Moogle creature token with lifelink, and then creatures you control gain indestructible. Is basically uh, spiders swarming. Is that what it's called? It's the one green one that makes 1/2 spiders, and then the spiders don't take damage. I think I cast it on you the other day because I needed it. I needed some blockers. Yeah, kick things around. Someday I'm gonna have this all under control, I tell myself. Been putting stuff away for different decks too as I go through things. Oh, that's foil. Hey, if you see anything you want, let me know. Fate of the Crystal Sun Crystal. Yeah. Cost 2 less if it targets a tapped creature, destroy target non-land permanent. That's interesting. You got 3 mana, destroy a target permanent for white. It's interesting for white, because white doesn't usually destroy every permanent. It usually is kind of selective. So that should be interesting. Let's see here. Tawnos, where are you? I forgot I was going to make a deck with this. It's interesting. Oh, Tawnos. Tawnos, you're going to go in my Sid deck. Okay. Good idea. Uh-oh. I don't know how my headphones fall out of my ears when they're in my ears. This is so freaking stupid. I hate earbuds. I think they're the stupidest thing in the world. I don't know why people... They just fall out of your ears. At least they fall out of my ears all the time. Maybe my ear holes are weird. Oh. Now it's like you can't listen to music anymore. Sorry. So dumb. And it's not like I'm tilting my head or anything crazy, so... Maybe I just put them in my ears wrong? I don't know. Maybe I'm incompetent? That's probably true. It's probably all this glue and sewing. This chocobo is getting done. Phoenix down, which is a potion that brings back things. I use them a lot because my characters die a lot. In Final Fantasy XIV, you have little quests and things that you can do. You can go cooking and camping and stuff like that. So that's where these come from, the side quests. At least some of them. They're interesting. I haven't completely decided what I'm doing with a lot of cards. We're getting there. Might have to... It's actually getting really hot in here. Lear, what is going on? Demanding. Boop. Nah, and then it turns into the cooking site. More Moogles. Why did I say Moogle zombie? Moogle, oh, okay. I was like, wait a second. Those are just Moogles. I do want to use him, but he's interesting. I love giving people stuff that they shouldn't have. I'm a giver of gifts. At least I think I am. A giver of crappy gifts. And this is an interesting white enchantment, because it does let you get rid of any permanent on your opponent's side. And they're going to have to use something to destroy it. And it lets you tap for mana later, which is pretty cool. So it's Mana Rock for 4. A Mana Rock that lets you get rid of something, which is pretty cool. There's a lot of cards that I want to try out, that I'm not sure if they'll be wonderful or not, or if they'll go in anything, but... Is this a foil? It's a foil. Sometimes I can't tell if it's a foil when I have light shining on me from other directions. I'm like, this might be something. Nope, I have 2 of these. Oops. bought a lot of Phyrexia. Octavia, I forgot about you. Ward 8. Nobody's ever playing Ward 8. I mean, I'm sure somebody would at some point if they really needed to. Oh, Fibble. Fibble Thip. Boop. Sorry. Multitasking. Stiltskin. Moogle Merchant. I really love the art of this White Mage's staff. I think this would make a beautiful playmat. It's gorgeous. This is like the iconic look of the White Mage from the original Final Fantasy. Like, that and the Black Mage are like so iconic to me. It's interesting too. It's kinda like a Soul Sister, except for attacking? I don't know. I'm going to try to do something with all these equipments and these jobs. I'm definitely making a job deck where it's just one creature with all the jobs. I was discussing that with Quinn the other day. Oh, Zach. He's interesting. It's very, like, tells a story in the card. Ah, Muggle's Valor. I love the art of this Muggle's Valor. Like, these are all the cards I want. Artwork is like the original Final Fantasy artists and things. Oh, and then we have all of these. As much as I would like to collect them all, I don't know if I will get them all. I would like to. I don't know. I'd probably just put them in a binder, or they'll be in the decks that I build. This fucking job. Worst day ever. We've already seen these. We've already seen you guys. There's so many different art treatments too. Ugh. I will always go for full arts. Ah, Beatrix. Beatrix is cool. Have you seen Beatrix yet, Tom? That'd definitely go in Eivor too. It's a good way to move things around if you need to. There's a lot of cool equipment cards that I'm excited about. I am excited to play some Magic this week, Tom. It's been too long. I know it's only been a week, but I haven't had any games in between. Nobody wants to play Magic with me. I'm not cool enough. I don't know who. I know like 10 of the ambassadors. I don't know who everybody is that is an ambassador this time. Like, I want to set games up, but I know my friends that are, but who do you want me to go have on my stream, Tom? Play with Carlo. Me and Veggie and Reversal. Which, all some of my favorite people, so, you know what? That's all I need. I'm bad at networking. Mainly because I don't like using people, I guess, I feel like. Frost Titan. Oh, Frost Titan, you silly goose. You don't see Frost Titan very often, but it's obnoxious. Yeah, Beatrix is very nice. Yes. Oh yeah, I should have Savvy and Davy and Dark Pact. I do want to do. I'm hoping they all want to come over and do some Final Fantasy stuff. I gotta. Anybody who's not an ambassador, I have to wait until release. But so June 13th. Oh yeah, it's Friday the 13th. I forget it's releasing on my favorite day. I'll trick Gavin. Gavin will never come and play with me. I don't know how to talk to him. Unfortunately, I can't just write him, so I don't know how to get a hold of him. And I don't like tagging him because that just feels rude. Like I would love to play with Daniel Holt. He's been doing such amazing work for years and years and years, and I just want to be his friend. He's done so much awesome stuff for me. He doesn't know he's doing it for me, but I've definitely told him. I was like, you definitely are just making everything that I want, so you can do my job for me, and I don't have to be there. Did I spell prison wrong? There we go. Prison in the Moon is a freaking uncommon now, which is weird. Boop. This guy is lyrically pretty awesome here. Really, that's not who I thought this would be. Huh. Interesting. Rosa Resolute White Mage. Reach. The beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It gains lifelink. There are a lot of cards that give lifelink to creatures, which I don't know. I feel like I hate life gain. It's hard to keep up with life gain decks. A lot of times you have to attack into them just to keep them low or keep them within a decent amount of life that you can take. Which sucks because sometimes you're just wasting your attacks to. Which I absolutely hate. I hate wasting my attacks. Especially if there's somebody else that I also know is dangerous, so then I have to make a decision between who I'm attacking. I love the flavor of like the Phoenix Downs and stuff, the potions. Oh, there's Zach again. I figured it out though. That's a rebel. I really like a lot of these tokens. There's some really cool ones. I think these are the Avalanche soldiers from Rebels from Final Fantasy VII. And then we've also got the stupid Shenra tech dudes from Final Fantasy VII. We got squids. Oh, that's just another squid. Final Fantasy XIV. Ooh, partner! First strike. The second spell you cast each turn costs 2 less to cast. That's interesting. Oh, I wonder what they... I'm going to pronounce some of these names horribly. Final Fantasy XIV, I'm not as familiar. I haven't gotten super far into it. Oh, Rosie Cotton. Rosie Cotton is fantastic. I put Rosie Cotton in a lot of decks. Aaron, I'm very excited about. I'm getting more Samurai, which is pretty exciting. Not in the colors I need them in, though, so... I'm basically going to be making a deck for a lot of the Final Fantasies that I can, if there's enough cards for the decks. What are you, Jace's Archivist? Jace's Archivist is fun. Basically just a wheel that you can just keep doing over and over again. Getting out of your car. You going to work? To the work, Tom. Don't do it. It's a trick. It's a trick, Tom. When Aaron attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on. When you do, exile target creature defending player controls with power less than Aaron's power until Aaron leaves the battlefield. That's kind of silly. That's fun, though. Chocobo Knights. It makes me sad that the Chocobo Knights are not human Nightbird. Why are they not birds? Obviously, Chocobos. I see them. Upsets me. I'm irradiating this from my house. If it says Chocobo in it, it's a Chocobo. Champions from Beyond. Huh. Huh. Whenever you attack with 8 or more creatures, those creatures get +4/+4 for having a full party. When you attack with 4 or more creatures, scry 2. Oh, that's nasty. So you make an army of creatures that are hero tokens. And then if you attack with them all, or 4 of them, you're going to get a scry 2 and draw a card. So it's almost like Aurelia. That's something. I'm going to use that for something. Whenever you attack creatures you control with counters on them, gain double strike. That's pretty gross. That'll be fun. Ah, Sid. I really want this Sid. I'm excited that there's so many Sids. That I could just make a deck full of Sids. It's gonna be so stupid. But equipment and vehicle spells you cast cost 1 less to cast, which is like Samut. Samut is getting a lot of cool stuff, which I'm very excited about. It's one of my favorite decks. So it should be interesting. I got to figure out what to take out of my decks. That's what I hate about upgrading decks, is actually figuring out what I'm taking in and out. Why is this ear hole so dumb? This ear hole doesn't want to hold anything. Go in my hole. See, Tom, this is what you get. Tom loves playing Magic with me. I'm irrational. Occasionally irrational. During your turn, Sid has Flying, which is the Dragoon ability. And then 2 mana, you can return an equipment or vehicle from your graveyard to your hand, which is great, because I don't have a lot of recursion for my vehicle deck. Like, my equipment deck, I can bring stuff back all the time. I mean, it's obviously going in Dogmeat. Dogmeat and Samut. Apparently, I became a Jund player at some point, when Grixis Princess with a little bit of Jund on me. Sorry, thinking. I also am a big fan of, I mean, tiered is basically escalate, and also it's very close to the ability from Outlaws, which makes me happy. I love anything that I can actually do multiple things. I love Cloud's Limit Breaker. Destroy a tapped creature for 2. For 3, destroy any number of tapped creatures with different controllers. So what, you're, for 3 mana, killing 3 creatures? Even though you could actually kill your own creature if you needed to. And 6 mana, just destroy all tapped creatures, which shows him bouncing back and forth. So much flavor. Coin of Fate. Surveil? I love surveilling. And that'll go really well in my freaking zombie deck I just built. And I become the Monarch? That's fantastic. You're out of control, Tom. Ah! What is up with these? I hate earbuds. You know, I was doing all sorts of chores and stuff around the house. These didn't fall out at all. Not doing anything and logging cards into the computer apparently is difficult and make me head tilt. I don't know. Stop this. No. It's like trying to update my phone over here. We got more samurai, which makes me excited. Scion from freaking Final Fantasy VI, which is Final Fantasy 3 on Super Nintendo. Costs one less for each creature card in your graveyard. And then has double strike, and then whenever one or more creatures leave your graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on it. I almost want to put it in my zombie deck I just built, because I'm basically surveilling, throwing things in my graveyard, make them cost cheaper, and then bring them back and make zombies. Dancer Chakram is pretty cool. It's one of the rare job selects. Equip creatures get +2/+2, has lifelink, and other commander creatures you control get +2/+2 and have lifelink. It is a performer in addition to its other types with a 3 mana. I mean, I kind of feel like dog meat needs this. I'm always putting everything in dog meat. Dog meat is. I have too many dog meat decks, is what the problem is. Is this a foil? Sometimes I can't tell if something is a foil. 395 extended arts. And then this is one of the Turks over here. Elena, who we haven't actually run into yet. And she's a human assassin. I'm excited that we're getting new assassins. As Vincent's also an assassin. They released too many cards. I don't know if I'll talk about all of them. Well, you can return target non-assassin historic card from your graveyard to your hand. Then whenever you cast a historic spell, put a +1/+1 counter. And she's a 1/4. A big butt. And I imagine she gets really fat. Higher in power. Toughness. Because historic spells are really easy to cast. I had a crush on her. I had a thing for blondes back in the day. Let's see. Nimbus of Frost. Gata and Lizu. Flash. They are basically the squire there that jumps in front of things. When it enters, choose target creature you control. If damage would be dealt to that creature this turn, prevent that damage and put that many +1/+1 counters. It's a shame that they didn't make them partners and that you could flash them in. And General Leo Christoph enters, return up to one target creature with a mana value of 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, and then put a +1/+1 counter on General for each creature you control. That's gross. Or 5 mana, 2/2. White has gotten a lot of recursion for like low mana things in the last couple of sets. Hey Digger, I hate you. You're a jerk. You've caused me some problems the last couple of days. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control gets +X/+0 until end of turn, where X is the number of soldiers you can. Guess you're going in my soldier deck. There's so many things I'm like, okay, I guess this is getting an upgrade. I guess this is getting upgrades. Reform is one of my favorite cards. It's so silly. Like, it just keeps getting bigger each time that it dies. It becomes something else. Just basically eating itself. Serum Visions. I have so many copies of Serum Visions. I played a lot of during Mirrodin. And I was obsessed with buying magic backs. Okay, well, let's just go in here and do this. It's easier to find it. Coax from the Blind Eternities, I've never seen anybody play. I don't know if it's... I mean, you could use it to take a game, something that gets exiled out of exile. I mean, it's so situational, but... I like silly situational cards because then when I get to use them, I'm like, yeah! At the beginning of your end step, create a number of 1/1 creature tokens equal to the number of opponents who control more creatures than you. That's cool. Hella Troopers. I hate you, Hella Troopers. You're stupid. Whenever this creature attacks another target creature, it gains flying until end of turn. Equipped creature abilities you activate. The target this creature costs 2 less to activate. It's interesting. I don't know if I would use it. Protection magic I really like. Not only I like counter things that let me put counters on things, but it's kind of cool to be able to put shield counters on things, especially as an instant for 2. I mean, you could actually use it to board wipe too. Throw it on and then board wipe. Oh god, oh. Flying at the beginning of each instant. If you put a counter on a creature this turn, investigate. Well, I guess you're going in my clue deck. Soldier military program. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose one. If you control your commander, do both. I am always a fan of these, and I will usually never cast them unless I actually have my commander out. Just kind of depends. Every once in a while I might do it just if I need to. Like I'm gonna die if I don't. The Oath of Jace. Summons. I'm very excited to make a summon deck. There's so many cool summon cards. Me too. I'm so excited about the summons. Like, I'm excited about enchantment creatures. Like, Moogles, I'm definitely making a Moogle deck, Iron. And hi, how you doing? I'm just over here trying to sort things well. I also do magic stuff and get to look at all the cards. Talking about they release so many cards all at the same time. Hey, Alex, what is happening? Just talking about Final Fantasy. I'm excited to get some games in with you. I definitely want to set some stuff up, so make sure you get with me. I know sometimes it's hard to get a hold of me because I'm all over the place, but just remind me. Like, if I don't feel like you're bothering me, a lot of times it's I forget things. So and I've been so busy, so like some people are like, "Have you been avoiding me?" And I'm like, "No, I've just been so busy that I've been passing out when I get home, and it's been a busy little time here." With so much stuff going on. My puppet is almost. I have all the pieces are done. I've started sewing. It's being glued together. So Choco is almost done. I'm very excited about my Chocobo puppet. I have 2 Chocobo puppets. The one is a small one that I can carry around. Yes, you should. Just send me. I'll send it over to you. Sparktable is so good. Like, there's certain cards that I just set aside because I know I'm going to use them at some point. And I'm looking for cards to put in my Final Fantasy decks to fill out things. Are you? Clive is really cool. Final Fantasy 16, I am really enjoying. And this freaking the Good King Moogle Armag is freaking awesome. Create 2/1/2 Moogles with lifelink. Then whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this create a token that's a copy of target non-spoken. So you can make more Moogles, and then put 2+1/+1 counters on each Moogle you control. It's so silly. There's so many good previews and so many good cards. And this will go in my soldier deck, soldier military program. Obviously, it makes soldiers, which makes sense. And it's really not that badly costed either, as you're getting stuff out of it no matter what. And you're getting basically a 3/3 if you pay 3, so. But most likely you probably have other creatures out by the time you have your commander out. I mean, it's going in my Servina Rain deck, which is always gross. I'm very excited to test these enchantment creatures out because it basically made my Saga deck awesome. Like, my Saga deck struggled winning. Like, Tom Bombadil is eating well. Like, I'm making a Yuna deck, obviously, but a lot of these cards will probably go in. I always have like my themed decks that are like I have my Final Fantasy X deck and stuff that I'm gonna build, but then I also have my Magic decks that I will add Final Fantasy cards to. I don't know. I always do that with the Universe Beyond things. I usually keep the precons together. and then buy this or get singles for the cards that I need for other decks. Sometimes the legendary creatures I just throw in my rare box, apparently. Squall is... I love Squall. Squall means a lot to me. That Final Fantasy VIII was like the... Like, Final Fantasy VII was like the big first, like, futuristic fantasy game that I played. But, like, Final Fantasy VIII, I was so excited about it. I love the character designs. That was the first time we had, like, realistic characters, I guess. I am spelling Teferi wrong. I was like, this is not how you spell this. Ixalan is pretty, actually. Exile target creature an opponent controls until it leaves. So you're getting rid of something off the board for at least 2 turns. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature. It's really good, too. Most of the sagas are pretty good. I'm excited to test a lot of them out. Yeah. That's awesome. I'm gonna get a chocobo tattooed on me at some point. I actually have a spot for it. I was gonna do it, but I didn't have money this month, so I was like, eh. Yojimbo is pretty cool too. I do like that all the sagas are not just sagas, but like Saga Moogle, so I can put them in decks and have a themed still. Tataru is pretty cool too. I love weird cards that let me do weird stuff. Whenever an opponent draws a card, if it isn't that player's turn, create a tap treasure token. People love drawing cards during my turns, god damn it. Ah, sweet. Like, I never knew what I wanted to get tattooed Final Fantasy wise, because there's so a part of me. I mean, I want to. There's so many things I would like to get, like freaking Moogles, Cactars, Tonberries, and Chocobos are obviously the thing I will most. Even though I guess I could get all of them, just have a bunch of a cute little picture with all of them on it. High Tide. Actually looking for some cards as well as I go through all my cards. Someday I'll have all this in order. Summoner Sending, I don't know. I haven't, it's not, doesn't excite me. I get what it does and why. At the beginning of your end step, you may exile target creature card from a graveyard, so you can do any. So I guess it is a way to keep your control of your opponent's graveyards without being too terrible. I guess it makes sense. I guess it could be used for things. Freaking Ultimate Magic Holy for 3 mana. Permanents you control gain indestructible until end of turn. If this spell was cast from exile, prevent all damage. I love that Foretell is back. I love Foretell. Maybe I just get the Chocobo set symbol. Nice and simple. Thancred, you're pretty awesome. I like legendary themed decks. The thing is that legendary themed decks are just they're so oppressive. Like they're just all good cards. Gataxian Probe. Man, I wish I could rap better. Gataxian Probe is... yeah. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Exactly. I love Foretell. I love when you put out a Foretell and you're into certain colors, people just assume what it is, and it's never what they think it is. Champions from Beyond is really good. I know we already looked at it, but I am very excited about it. I'm going to be using that for things. The hero tokens are really good. That for 3 mana, or for, I mean, I guess you could cast it for 3 mana, but the, I guess, Aurelia effect, I call it. Seeing as that's kind of what Aurelia does, is stacks multiple things. This guy is just rapping so fast. I wish I was this impressive. Is this an unlimited control magic? What is happening here? I find some weird stuff in my boxes. Like, what is this? I'm like, oh. That's one of my favorite things about going through my boxes is just finding weird random stuff. Like Thought Sponge. Thought Sponge is all sorts of silly. It's got Flash when it enters the battlefield with a number of +1 ball encounters on it equal to the greatest number of cards an opponent has drawn this turn. Actually, I just saw a really silly card that would go really well with that. 1,000 wins. I don't like you. And Chocobo Knights. I don't know why you're not Chocobos. I'm gonna have to go on the internet and yell. Dancer Chakrams are really good. That's another one that I'm excited about. I need all these extended arts, unfortunately. Ugh. I love magic art, so, like, I don't want borders anymore. I'm done with borders. I don't need them. Just get rid of them. Even though I do like borders occasionally. Okay, don't get rid of them. Inevitable? Why am I spelling inevitable wrong? I hate words. I'm bad at words. Bad at words. I'm more bad at words. We've already seen them. I'm very excited to build a Sid deck. It's gonna be so stupid. There's just gonna be artificers and Sids. I'm glad that I was correct about how many Sids there would be in the game. Remember when they announced Final Fantasy, I was like, they better have all the Sids. Man of War, I don't know why you're over here in my rare box, but I guess, whatever. You're there now. Back in the day, it was useful. I have some cards that I have so many copies of that I just don't do anything with, so I need to start giving away stuff. I was giving away a lot of stuff back in the day, but I have to wait until I can actually pay attention to running a contest. Scion, we've already seen all you guys. Okay. Seen all of you. I love the art of Good King Ma. These are the artworks I want for all these summons. Ugh. Like, I don't want the border ones. Like these. Ugh. The artwork makes me so happy. Like, I absolutely love the Secret Rendezvous. So stupid. I'm glad that they made off. I love the flavor of so many things that they did put in the game. Like this is perfect. I love how they even have Barret. Angel of Ruins, which is a reprint. They actually downgraded Angel of Ruins. It used to be rare. I don't know. Anything with cycling is always good. I like things that I can use for multiple things. Yeah, that's what I have to get the rest of Megan's cards together as well. I'm looking for one card and I don't know where the it is, and it's driving me insane. Like, I know I have it, I just don't know where it is. That always seems to be a thing. That's not extended art. Yeah, if I do a little bit of sorting every day, maybe I'll finish it. Archaeomancer's map got reprinted. I do love that they did redid all the art for all the reprints. Master of Command, Stupid Shinra. Authority of the Consuls fits very well. Bastion Protector. Bronze Guardian is really good. I think it was in Strixhaven originally. Freaking artwork is beautiful. Classic Nova. Clever Concealment. I love. So silly. I'm at that part in the remake right now. So good. 1, 2 of those. I keep forgetting to drink water. Oh, Nesting Dovehawk is really good. I need to get another copy. And Escalate, I'm always about. And Clever Concealment is really good. Cut a deal. Damning Verdict. Destroy Evil. Destroy Evil is really good. I use it in Draft a lot. And Dispatch is really good. Especially in equipment decks. I use it a lot in Samut. I use it in Dogmeat. Being able to just exile any creature, always useful. I kind of wish that things like Final Judgment and Farewell were not in these decks. I mean, I guess it's a way to teach people to use them properly. Like, they're fine if they're not abused, if you're gonna win the game, but, like, exile all creatures, ugh. Even though I use it in Light Pause, I just phase her out and then I wipe the board. I'm a monster sometimes. I really love Light Pause. What am I looking for? Champion of wits. Okay. Obviously not me. Oh my gosh. I'll punch you, Tom. My decks are fine. They don't hurt nobody. My decks never hurt nobody. Okay. That's a complete loss. That's a lie. What else do we got going on here? Grateful Apparition. Lingering Souls. Luminous Broodmoth is wonderful. I use that a lot. Manto Mandalorian. What's up, baby boy? Palace Jailer. Path to Exile, which is always useful. Doesn't matter how many times they reprint that. You coming up here? Come on. Hey, baby. What are we doing? It's Mando Mandalorian. You want me to move these? There you go. There you go. There you go, baby. There you go. The mayor is here. What are you doing? You're so silly. She's just so silly. You're such a poofball. The Promise of Loyalty, I really like. There's so many cards that I love the artwork that goes with it and the reasoning why they're there. This song is sad. Makes me sad. Real world makes me sad. Magic world makes me happy. Beer Steel Paladin, I will always put you in decks. Definitely put these in my Final Fantasy ones. I gotta figure out what exactly I'm doing with some of my decks. There's a lot of stuff I need to upgrade here. Scholar of New Horizons is really good. I don't see it very. I don't think I've ever seen anybody play it besides when it was in the pre-con. I am doing way too many things at the same time. I don't have time, so I'm just like, I must do as many things as I can at the same time. I can finally use Hull Breacher, which is exciting. We are faced with evil. Foil? I really loved freaking power governments can't suppress. I'm in a rap day today. Pursued Whale? I have seen somebody play Pursued Whale before. Wasn't me. We don't have enough whales to make a whale deck, even though Star Whale has killed me so many times. God, I hate Star Whale. Star Whale kills me all the time. Sunscorch Regent reprint. We got friggin' Sun Titan back. Swords to Plowshare. Together Forever. Ugh. That artwork. Tragic Arrogance. I love Tragic Arrogance. Blast you. Poor Kefka. And then the freaking Turks. Ugh. Douchebags. I really like Unfinished Business. I have not gotten to cast it. And then we have all these. Ugh. Mono. Warrior. All these artworks. This card is freaking gorgeous. I have seen this in person and foil, and it's the hotness. The hotness. Just like freaking Method Man. Yeah. God damn it, I hate it when I don't realize that there's one underneath. Someday, I am gonna finish this. I'm never finishing this. I'm gonna be dead before I ever finish all of this. Cyclone Summoner. So many different copies of Cyclone Summoner. I hate this. I did buy a lot of Kaldheim, so I guess this is my own fault. This is what I get. Blast me. Remember your cards tomorrow, Tom. This is your reminder to bring your cards. But always make sure that they're safe. I always worry when people travel with their cards. Okay, let's go to the blue cards. Astrologian's Planisphere. Which is a job. Makes things into wizards. Whenever you draw your third card each turn, put a +1/+1 card. That's a lot of spells I have to cast in one turn. Oh, it's whenever I cast a non-creature spell. Okay. So I'm still getting a +1/+1 counter for doing that. It's just when I draw a third card. Which I guess isn't that hard. You draw 2 cards. Dragoon's Wyron. Dreams of Laguna. Surveil 1, then draw a card. I love Flashback. I'm glad that Flashback is back. They brought back mechanics that I love from the original Magic sets, like Flashback. So that makes me happy. I do that. And I do love all the spells, like the escalates, basically. I guess it's kind of... It's more like the Outlaw one, which I cannot remember the name of it for some reason. Uh, let's see here. Jill is pretty cool. Jill is really cool in Final Fantasy 16 anyway. When she enters, return up to one other target non-land permanent to its owner's hand, which is anybody's. You can do it to yourself too. For 5, you can transform her into her other side. That is true. I will agree that that does do that. It doesn't make me happy that it does that. Let's see here. I need to go grab a water real quick. This one is too warm for me. Oh. Solve the equation. Solve the equation is really good. There's a lot of uncommon cards and stuff that are really good that I forget about. And there's a lot of good common cards, too, that we all forget about. Oh, that's why. I was like, that's not the number. Freaking Font of Magic never does anything for me, so it's one of those cards that it seems like it could be good, but then it doesn't do what I want it to do. Which then just makes me sad. Like, it just sits in my hand, and I'm like, I guess I'll cast it, and it will do basically nothing. Let's see, 63. Sphinx of the Final Word. Sphinx of the Final Word is actually really good. I mean, it's a nice finisher. It's a nice finishing card. Words of Wisdom. You draw 2 cards, and then each other player draws a card. See, there we go. We found a card that lets us trigger that. So, Shiva is pretty nasty. Target creature can't be blocked this turn, so you can make her unblockable. But then in the final version, tap all lands. It's basically showing the summoning spell go through all of its abilities. I love it. Boop. Deep Analysis. Which is just in here because I guess this also does the same thing I was just saying. It's so funny. Some common cards are worth so much more than freaking rare cards. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta go grab something. Tom, you're in charge. I always love throwing Tom in charge. Matoya, whenever you scry or surveil, draw a card is really good for a lot of my decks. The problem is, I mean, they're a warlock, so I guess I could put them in my zombie deck, right? Warlocks bring things back to life. Like, I just built this zombie deck and I found all these cards that I'm like, ugh, god damn it, now I'm gonna put all these things in here. Ah, the Prima Vista. We're getting so many cool vehicles, and flying is the problem that I have with my Samut deck, is I don't have a lot of vehicles that fly. So I don't have a lot of things to block flyers and things. So like all these airships, I'm super excited about. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, if it's at least 4 mana that was spent on it, yeah, becomes an artifact creature instead. The other thing, I mean, I'm going to be casting non-creature spells, which are vehicles and probably some moots things too. So like, it'll be good. And then I may get to make more robots, which is pretty exciting. Like, I remember these things from Final Fantasy VI when I was playing that on the Super Nintendo back when I was a kid. I love my Final Fantasy games. Okay, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Thank you, Tom. Hey, I'm back. What's happening, everybody? I'm so lazy. I'm still in my pajamas. I was like, I have chocobos to build today. I'm very excited to show. Tom will see my chocobo tomorrow. You excited to see my chocobo? Choco is so awesome. I'm very excited to talk about Choco. Actually, let's find Choco. There's my baby. This is what I've been building, my puppet. I'm so excited to show her. This is also my commander that I'm building. Let's see here. Oh, don't do that. Can I translate? I didn't pull her. Tom, I'm so sad. I didn't get a traveling chocobo, and I didn't get Choco. Hey, Quinn. Quinn, did you see Choco? Choco is wonderful. I'm so excited. I'm building a chocobo deck, and everybody is going to be chocobos. All the birds I'm going to make into chocobos. What I would like to do is to get proofs of the birds that I have and have the artist do a chocobo on the back. That's my dream. I don't think it's a thing that I will ever get to do, but maybe I'll finish one or two of them. Unfortunately, they don't make proofs for these ones. If I could have an Amano fucking chocobo, that's. I know I've lucked out in my life with magic stuff. I'm so thankful, and so much of it is because of you all. So I appreciate you all so much. I wouldn't be doing this Final Fantasy stuff without you all. So let's see if I can find a translated version of it. I thought I could just translate it from here, but I know MTG Goldfish has it on there. As much as I don't like going there. Boop. Da, 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 da. They're not very nice in the real world, so let's go here. Cards, Final Fantasy. Oh God, some of this artwork makes me so happy. Moogle's Valor is so good. It's silly. It's obviously got to go in my deck, and I need to make as many Moogles as I can. Okay, yeah, let's go to Choco. There she is. I'm very excited to show my puppet. Right now, her head is gluing. I got it all sewn in and got the foam in there, and she can open her mouth and close her mouth now. So she's adorable. I really wish they had Mount, but unfortunately, the set was in production long before Outlaws and Mount was a thing. I was super excited. I was like, we're gonna get chocobos with mounts, and then no, we're not. And I love the artwork too. It's so great. It makes me so happy. Anyway, so jobs. I like jobs. I mean, it gives me a reason to make some of my creatures into that are not clerics or not knights or whatnot into things. I do like that we also got a merfolk somehow. They're like, I guess this fish guy. I guess he is. Hope that is not how you spell that. That is a weird word. That's not real. That's not a real word. Apparently, there's a lot of card draw cards that I am going through right now. Whenever you cast it, it's interesting the casting spells of a certain amount because it's very much goes with the raccoons. I do like making things unblockable though. I don't play a lot of merfolk decks though. Part of me kind of wishes that Leviathan was very much like the original Magic Leviathan. Without the crappiness. I remember casting Leviathan when I was a kid. It was not nearly as cool as I thought it would be. But as a kid, we didn't have as many cards, so crappy cards were good. Oh, Thoughtcast. At some point, I would like to finish at least one color of rare cards and things. Just like one, and then I've been putting them all in order too, because I'm basically just creating a giant. Yeah, exactly. That's all I wanted. Heck, give it Ward 2. That's fine. There's so many cards to upgrade stuff with. Like, a lot of my Kindred decks are getting a lot more stuff than I thought they would be getting. And, like, I was updating all my decks, like, the past, like, month and a half. And now I'm like, well, I guess I should just wait until Final Fantasy's out. I was like, I guess I'm going to be updating a lot more decks than I thought. And I'm going to have to go back and upgrade. I'm just excited that a lot of my like special decks, like Samut and Dogmeat, and even Ashnod is getting some stuff, which I'm excited about because I don't upgrade her very often. I wish Lightpaws was getting more stuff, but Light that's like my baby. When I just want to be a complete ass. I don't get to be an ass very often. That's not true. I'm an ass all the time. I'm very excited to build my freaking Yuna deck. I know! We're getting so many new assassins! Ugh. Like, when I was going through all the cards the other day, I was sitting there, I was like, so many of my friends are going to be so excited about things. I was like, Quinn is getting these. I was like, there's some really cool stuff. And we still haven't seen everything. That's the thing, is like, the set is so freaking big. Ugh. Like, I opened things and didn't get even half of everything I wanted. So, like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to buy singles, I guess. That's what's gonna happen. Or if I can find packs. I'll probably just buy packs if I see them, no matter what. I'll just be like, oh, okay. Fine. Oh my god, Omen, where the... I just need an Omen. I don't want an Omen of any other sort. Just want the word Omen. No? Is that another thing? Oh, there we go. Retro frame? There we go. It's like it's gotta be there somewhere, right? Yep. That's basically... The thing is I want a lot of, like, the summon spells with the special art of the summon spells. Ugh. And then we got another Ishtal, which it's just what I needed was another cat that blinks stuff, right? I forgot how many cats I was probably going to get from Final Fantasy XIV. I was like, oh my god, I'm getting cats too, and that from Final Fantasy X. It's gross. I do like the affinity for artifacts. It reminds me of the Chrome Scale Drake. And then there's these. These are so pretty. I mean, now I have 3 Blinky cats. I was working on my cat deck with blue in it. So I have my equipment cat deck, which what used to be not Jund, but now is Jund. 45, commence the end game. I am excited that Gifts Ungiven is finally worth money. I've had so many copies of this stupid card. I hate it so much. Like, I don't want any more. Stop giving it to me. Oh, holy crap. I guess that's got to go over there. Yeah, this artwork just makes me happy. Like, I'm going to have to use that for most of them, I imagine. And then I really like these profile ones, too. So I'll probably end up having to but then I also like the full art ones too. Part of me is like, do I just sleeve them and have multiple versions so I can switch them out when I feel like it? I will be your monster no more. That's the thing is they don't even have to write flavor text because you can just use the text from the games. I don't know. Full art cards just look so much better, and we have the color around the border and down here. We can figure it out. We're not. I mean, we're already playing the most complicated game in the world. I think we can figure out what color things are, right? You would think. But I understand some people do like the borders, so. And I do like retro frames and stuff for certain like theme decks and stuff. So I guess we can have all of them. The thing is, we get so many different artworks now that if you want to collect sets, it just makes it so hard. Freaking Ultimacia. Tap all creatures your opponents control, which I like doing this because it really makes people have to make choices. Like it gives your opponents a way to kill their other opponents, and you can make them do it for you. I love making people do my dirty work. I think that is the Grixis method, is making everybody make hard decisions. Go kill people for me, please. Vendilion Click is one of my favorite blue cards ever. Like, I absolutely love the artwork. It makes me happy. I mean, I have it tattooed on my body, so I guess I do like it. Exactly, picking the right flavor text. I like that, like, the Universe Beyond teams actually go and do, like, deep dives and play the games again. And, like, Daniel Holt is amazing. Like, is very good at their job and the things that they are doing. Ever since Neon Dynasty. Like, I support them fully. Oh, Castamina. I wish I could make Castamina actually cooler than they are. Wonder if they lost their spark. They might have lost their spark. I know there's certain characters we haven't seen yet that may or may not be planeswalkers anymore. I like knowing things. I like knowing things, wizards. These are not rare cards. These are just cards that I use. Y'shtola again. Alternate art. Oh, there's the partner. Whenever you cast your second spell, draw a card. Okay. That's not... Blue Mage's Cane. Whenever this creature attacks, exile to one target instant or sorcery card from depending player's graveyard. If you do copy it, you may cast the copy by paying 3. That's actually pretty cool. Blue Mage's Cane. This seems like fun. Apparently, I must keep my head like tilted to the side, like a broken cat. And we did get Blitzball, which is pretty cool. Support X. This is silly. You could put a lot of counters on things. What a +1/+1 counter. Until end of turn, whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card for each kind of counter on it, and it cannot be blocked this turn. Basically, your whole entire team making that play. That's so cool. As I said, I love when cards tell a story. Hermes is going in my bird deck. Not a bird, but you do bird things. But you'll have a chocobo in your next picture. Me and my chocobos. They just make me happy. I tried to convince Heather the other day to let me buy an emu that I could saddle and ride around town, but she shot that down. It was like an ostrich or an emu. teach it. I've definitely been pecked by an ostrich, not paying attention, at an ostrich farm in California. So they're not great. They are not chocobos. This thing is. You know what we needed was more scary, terrifying dragons after just having a set full of terrifying dragons. A 5 mana 5/5 Elder Dragon, Flying Vigilance, Ward 2. Like, that's so many things. However, I can't pronounce that. I'm not even gonna try. Blast you, Final Fantasy 14. uh, when Dragon enters, and whenever you cast a non-creature spell, gets +1/+0, and then it becomes unblockable. Because why not? Lulu. Stern Guardian. Whenever an opponent attacks, you choose target creature attacking you, and you put a stun counter on it. It'll make people have to make some decisions, not wanting to attack into you. Beep. Jace's Sanctum? I forgot about this card. There's so many cards I've forgotten about. I wish I had a goat. They won't let me have a goat in city limits. Okay, the Traveling Merchant. Remove a counter from a non-land permanent you control, draw a card. That is actually really useful, because you can take off finality counters. Which means I might actually have to put a human citizen in my pirate deck, goddammit. But I don't want to. I hate humans, Tom. You know I hate them. Tom and his human tribal or theme decks that he builds. Killing me, Tom. I hate theme decks that are humans. I deal with humans enough. I don't need more of them in my game. Let's see here, 424. Draw cards equal to the number of instants or sorcery cards in your graveyard. There's so many cards I've forgotten about. Hey, my dog is a terrible goat. He doesn't do anything I ask him to do. He's a terrible worker. And you know the worst thing is that I had a dog so he would clean up my messes as I walk around, like as I drop food and stuff. And he doesn't do that. What is the sense? I thought that was like the point of having a dog. He never does what I want. That's not actually true. He's actually really smart. And sometimes he just understands random weird things I yell at him. Which is probably just him doing the thing on mistake, but... Oops, that is not what we were meant. Laboratory Drudge. What are you? Commander? Oh, really? For some reason I thought this was an Innistrad card first. Not an Innistrad, but the second time we went to Innistrad. But apparently I am not correct. Arcane Denial. I was like, what is this sound? And I was like, oh, I'm getting a phone call. I was like, this is not a song. This is a terrible song. Let's see here. That was Crimson Vow. Arcane Denial. Tom, don't counterspell me anymore. I don't want to be counterspelled. Don't counterspell me this week. Tom, I realized I might have won every game last week, so I need you to beat me. I need to be knocked down a peg. I'm gonna think I'm good at Magic, and I don't want that. I say I'm not good at Magic all the time, but yeah. It's one of the only things I'm good at. Wizard's Retort. You're just in here because you're a card I use. I need to make a box that's just like my commander staples, things that I use and I know will go in a deck at some point. Okay, let's talk about more cards. Observe Stasis. There's a lot of stun cards. Oh, Riku, I'm very excited about. I like her ability that she has Steal, which is to move a counter from target creature an opponent controls onto target creature you control, so you can steal other people's counters. I love anything that lets me do weird stuff. Whenever you put one or more counters on a creature until in a turn that creature can't be blocked by creatures your opponents control, which is even better. So I'm stealing people's counters, but I'm also making my creatures unblockable, which is pretty awesome. This aura enters. Enchant creature an opponent controls. When this aura enters, remove enchanted creature from combat, then draw a card for each tapped creature its controller controls. That is gross. Enchanted creature loses all abilities and can't attack or block. That's pretty cool. Veil 4. Each opponent chooses a creature with the greatest mana among creatures they control, and then they return them to their hands. And then tap up to one target creature and put a stun counter. A lot of these make it so that your opponents aren't going to want to play spells, which is going to be interesting. It'll be a way to shut down your opponents, basically. I hate when I don't look behind the card and see that I'm like, oh, I have another copy. Oops. I am never even going to make it through my rare cards, ever. I keep looking at this box and I'm like, this is just one box. What the I don't... We haven't even barely finished any. Some of these were put over here because they were going into decks. Blitzball Stadium, I'm very excited to use. Blue Mage's Cane, super excited. Observe Stasis is going to get uses. Elephant, I don't know. I love Partner, so I'll probably try it out. Hermes is going in Choco. I'm excited to actually show Choco off. I just can't until the previews are done. Take that however you want. This artwork, ugh. Getting to see the Final Fantasy characters with Magic style artwork makes me very happy. Like, I've been very happy with all the Universe Beyond stuff. I am a big supporter of it. I know some people aren't. I get it. There are always going to be negatives to the positives. Unfortunately, that is life. There's going to be something you like, and there's going to be things you don't like. Easiest way, just ignore it. This is Earl of Squirrel that I drew myself. A German Shepherd dog and a cat token? Boom. Okay. All these summoning spells, I have to have these artworks in them. We got a reprint of Archmage Emeritus, which is a good card. I love that we got new artwork for some of these. Chasm Stalker, Dig Through Time, Hypnotic Sprite. Hypnotic Sprite is actually really good. I love Adventures. I love having cards that let me do multiple things. Execrable Tide. Into the Story, an offer you can't refuse, and these are all from Final Fantasy X, which I don't have to make these decks, which is great. I mean, there's cards that I'm going to end up changing out of them from the main set. Propaganda, Pull from Tomorrow. We're getting another Rite of Replication. Sweet. You'll have to put them in there so you can test them out tomorrow. Galta, Primal Hunger. Oops. Primal. I'm going to a cyst fibrosis charity thing tonight. So I got no magic until later on tonight. I do believe we're still playing. I haven't heard from anybody this week. I think we're Magic onlining, so we'll have codes and stuff we'll be giving out tonight. And we're giving out like 4 codes, so if you're fast, feel free to take our codes. Every week we're going to be doing that, so Everybody loves free stuff. And it helps our community play Magic online, so we are getting another Danitha, which is pretty cool. I do like that the reprints are Final Fantasy artwork, and some of them go pretty well together. Boop. Guess those can go there. Okay, let's take this stack of cards. At least get rid of the stack of cards that are around my desk is, I guess, the solution. Oh, Draco. You're just in here because this is actually for Yuriko. Boop. And my sensei is divining. This must have been from my Yuriko deck. I think I took it apart at some point. I'm like, wait a second. I really like the artwork on Sublime Epiphany. We're getting another copy of Rite of Replication, which is always fun. Rite of Replication has caused me trouble in my life. That's freaking Terra as freaking Urza, High Lord Artificer. Ugh. That artwork makes me so happy. Torrential Gerhardt getting a reprint. Oh, and freaking Endwalker's artwork is just freaking. Ugh. What are you doing, Mando? 398. Burp. Oh my god. Okay, you can go over there. At some point, I will finish my Yuriko deck. I had it together, but then I wanted to rebuild it and do it in a different way. Just have not actually gotten around to it. This is just a ape that was over here for my deck. The Endwalker Brainstorm is beautiful. I don't know. I know I have Brainstorm in certain decks, but I'll have to actually see. Arden, the Upser. I am very excited to F with this thing. Elder Human Noble. Demons you control have Menace, Lifelink, and Haste. At the beginning of combat on your turn, exile up to one target creature from a graveyard. If you exile the card this way, create a token that's a copy of that card, except for it's a 5/5 black demon. I got nothing. It's so gross. Yeah. You're like, yeah. I forgot how much like tech stuff was actually in that game. And then we got another version of Life Drain here. Whenever another creature or another creature, whenever this creature or another creature or artifact you control dies, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. At least it doesn't do it from every opponent, but still, it's another life drain effect. I love freaking Black Mage and the White Mage. I just love seeing like them in the Magic world. It's so weird and alien to me. Like seeing them in Final Fantasy for so many years and then getting to see them in Magic is just so weird and wonderful. Ugh. Let's see here. Life on the from the Loam. Loam? Loam? Is it a foil? No, that's just a normal version. Okay. Oh, you were supposed to go in a deck too. God damn it. This must have been a stack of cards that were supposed to go in a deck. In other decks. I'm like, this all looks familiar. You were supposed to go in a deck. Zur, you were supposed to go in a deck. Even though Zur was pretty oppressive in that deck when it was in there, and then I took it out, and then I was like, you know what? Sometimes I like to win. I like to win silly ways, though. Cecil, Dark Knight. 1 black mana. Creatures that don't cost a lot, legendaries, especially for Commander, are dangerous. Death Touch, and it's freaking Orzhov, which is. Ugh. 1 mana Orzhov. But I mean, you're losing. It's such an interesting design because you want to destroy yourself. And there's definitely cards that will interact well with it. That's why you just gotta go put them in decks. That's what I've learned. I'm like, okay, if I just sit this here, it is never making it to where it's going. But I have too many decks to the point where I don't know where all my decks are. So dumb. It's a dumb problem. I hate you, Cyclonic Rift. You go to hell. Anybody want a Cyclonic Rift? I will sell you a Cyclonic Rift. I have so many cards I need to get rid of. Like, I hate Cyclonic Rift. I don't use it for anything. But there are people who need it for decks, so. Fire Main Commando is really good. It goes really well with that enchantment there that we were looking at in white earlier. And the new Aurelia is really gross, too. Oh, this token was supposed to go in a deck. So many weird... This is a weird stack of stuff. Kalitas? I don't even know what I have. That's so stupid. A Jeweled Lotus? I remember I pulled this Jeweled Lotus like the week after they banned it. It was like, awesome. Excellent. Excellent. At some point. You want it? I'll give it to you. Was it? I'll have to check it out. I'm interested to see how it goes. Like, there's certain cards that I wish I got to test out more. I put them in decks and then sometimes just never see them again, which makes me sad. Zol, I really want to. That's supposed to be in a deck. I do like that we got Dark Confidant back. And Circle of Power is fun. I'm excited to make a bunch of 0/1 wizards. Wizards you control get +1/+0 and gain lifelink. Then it makes them so they're not that powerful. You draw 2 cards, lose 2 life. I'll do that all day long. I might actually... I'm hoping I can make my wizard deck work, because I've had an Analia deck that just has been crap and never wins. I actually just took it apart. I was like, it's not even... It never even would do the things that I wanted it to do, so it's just like, you know what? This doesn't need to be... This doesn't need to exist anymore. You know, Blasphemous Edict, you were supposed to be in a deck as well, and you didn't make it to a deck. You can make it so close to the deck. You got put aside. Apparently, I just can't find this. Is it a foil? Ugh. I hate that I can't see foils because the light is glaring the other direction. Beep. Muldrotha. Is broken. I don't know what's happening. Moxfield froze up. Apparently, it didn't like the word Muldrotha. It's like, don't do that. 430? And that's a foil? It's so beautiful. The colors, ugh. So gorgeous. Fine, Tom, fine. I know I'm a problem, so like I understand when things happen to me. Like I know I'm an ass and that I shouldn't be allowed to do certain things. These are really hard to tell, the Strixhaven foils. Oh, this temporal manipulation is beautiful. I don't think I was putting... I don't use extra turn spells very often. I have certain decks that use things like that, but like I want to make sure people don't mind playing against things like that. I don't want to be a complete ass. But most of the time, see, that's the thing is I can look at somebody's deck, completely see what it does, and understand what it's doing. So it makes it easier for me to make judgments about people's decks and know what I should play in exchange. Is this a... Oh, oh, that's a... Oh, it's got weird shiny holograms. Is that just the foil? Weird. Muldrotha is really good. This is my Godzilla lands. This is a Godzilla Swamp, I think? Yeah, we'll just... I don't know where I'm putting that. Why will this just not stay in my ear? It must be because I look down at the keyboard. Oh, Shadow of Mortality. Shadow of Mortality would go really well, and, Cecil. The crystals. The crystals are really good. Like, the ones that we've seen so far, like the Darkness Crystal, I mean, they're kind of expensive, being 4 mana, but, I mean, it has an effect that gets rid of people's stuff of exiling. My spells cost 1 less. And then, I mean, put target creature card exiled with it onto the battlefield, tapped under your control with 2/+1 counters. I mean, that seems really cool. Because not only that, you're stealing your opponent's creatures and then bringing them back, and they're bigger. Like, I feel like all of those are wonderful things to do. Oh, cats, you're so silly. At some point, I have to actually go do things today. I'm like, I'm sorting cards today because I need to. At some point, I will have my trade list and my sell lists up here. It's like I have so many cards that I don't use that I've collected over 30 years that I just am like, if I'm not using it, somebody else may as well use it, right? I love this Nashi. Artwork is so cool. Throne of the Dead. What was I doing with this? I assume everything in this stack I was doing something with. Evil Awakened is just kind of silly. Like, I will bring creatures back for 5 mana and they get bigger. Okay. And Fang, I'm melding this goddamn thing with vanilla. Vanilla. Oh my god. Vigilance, Menace, Trample, Reach, and Haste. I mean, Ragnarok basically is like, if you get it out, it is a problem. It's almost like Ormondal, I guess. Is it frozen? Nope, it is frozen. Does not... That it is. Wonder what my computer problem is. Deactivate, reactivate. That camera kicked in instead? Yeah, it's not... Huh. I wonder why that camera deactivated. There's my other camera. For some reason, one of my cameras went off. One of them went offline. Thank you for letting me know, Tom. I don't know why it did. I wonder how long it's been like that. Let's see whether or not that kicks back on. It's probably because it's hot in here. Let's see here. Silly, silly, silly. And Kane, I really kind of wish they've had made the Dragoon ability so they disappear and phase out for the turn or something. But unfortunately, that is not what happens. Okay, guess you get to look at my box of cards that I'm going through. This foil? This foil. Think what I'm going to go do is I'm going to go take a shower. And then I'm going to come back and play some Final Fantasy VII. because I do still have some time before our event tonight, so then I can find out whether or not what I'm playing tonight on Magic Online while I'm doing that. Interesting. That just 2 forest cards, huh? And then they just all become creatures? That's silly. Omo, why is this not in you? Is this in my Omo deck? Well, it's going to be. God damn it, there's a lot of cool stuff I apparently are supposed to go in decks. We made it through almost 2 colors of stuff. Oh, bro. This goddamn thing. The thing has poisoned me so many times in my life. I love this little guy. A little fish citizen. Whenever this creature enters, you lose 1 life and you create a treasure token. And whenever this creature attacks, you may sacrifice another creature or artifact. If you do, surveil 2. Sephiroth. You monstrous, terrifying thing. The other Sephiroth is actually a lot scarier than this one is. Like, this one is scary, but, like, yeah. I do like that this is an instant. Still 4 mana is a lot for what it does. And draft it'll be good. Mutant Horror. We did get a lot of cool mutants, which is pretty cool. Because, you know, mutants. For X-Men eventually, someday. I imagine someday we'll get X-Men movies again, and then we'll get X-Men sets, right? Cloudstone Curio? I hate you, Cloudstone Curio. Retro Frame? Yeah, let's see here. Crypt. Guess I can go see whether or not that camera turned back on. Kind of makes me wonder why it shut off. Can't tell if this is a foil or not. What is that? Ravnica Remastered? Cryptghast is really good. I mean, it's one of those stupid things that's always good. Let's see here. Ooh, let's see if this works. USB device. Deactivate? Activate? Don't be a problem, cameras. I don't like that. I guess. Oh, we just won't see my horrible face. We'll just look at this box of cards, which is also not working. Apparently both cameras are being effed up right now. Apparently it's just a picture of my box of cards. Now this camera... so this camera turned back on. It's so stupid. Screw you, OBS. My arch enemy. Shinra Reinforcements. When this creature enters, mill 3 cards. I have uses for that. Primal Odin. Destroy target creature and opponent controls. And then the second ability. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game. That is going to be a problem. Making things unblockable and then attacking with that. Ugh. I am probably going to play some Moot, is what I'm thinking. It's most likely what I'm playing with Jen and Donnie. Because that was the deck I was going to play with them last time when we were going to, before we had to cancel the one time, so... And they haven't gotten to play against it yet, so... Is this a foil? I don't like these sleeves. They're so foggy looking that I can't tell whether or not things are foils. I don't have to take things out. What are you thinking about playing? Tonberry! I do like you. You're a 1-mana 2/1. And you're a horror. And I do use horrors for things. Charismatic Conqueror. So silly. Collective Restraint. Actually, I need to get to the post office before they close. Guess I should probably do that. I guess I do have to go out in the real world. I don't want to go out in the real world. I just want to hang out and talk about Magic and F with Magic cards. Stupid Undercity Dire Rats. I hate you so much. They're so dumb. Xenos, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with you. You're interesting because I do like the Massacre Worm effect. And I just have to kill the chosen creature. And then it turns into Shenru. Whenever this chosen player loses the game, I just win the game. There's a lot of, like, you just win the game cards in this set. I think we've seen at least 2 of them so far, where it's either you lose the game or you win the game. So that's interesting. It's gonna make standard interesting, because, like, it's not something that's usually in standard. Is this a standard card? I can't remember. Yeah, it is a standard card. Oh, Zadrak is too? Zediark? Umbral God. Indestructible. When enters, each player sacrifices half the non-god creatures they control. This really goes in my god deck really nicely. And Arden is probably the black card that I'm the most excited about so far. It's stupid and fun. Like, it's obviously going in my demon deck. The one thing is, I mean, it's a Be'lakor deck, so I mean, like, it'll be one of the only non-demon things in the deck, but it makes demons, so. And then stealing other people's creatures and making demons is even better. I am probably going to have to trade most of these cards for Chocobos, which kind of sucks. I didn't get a copy of Choco, so now I gotta find somebody who has the extended art Choco fancy version. And I want all the neon artwork Chocobos. I need a serialized Chocobo, right? I would do bad things for that serialized Chocobo. It would make me happy. Oh, Sidisi. More like goddamn deck. I mean, that should be just the name of it, right? Sometimes the names of decks just create themselves. Sidisi. When did Sidisi become... That's nonsense. I have so many copies of that card, and I used to complain that I'm like, I hate when I have a card and it's just not worth anything, and I have like a million copies, but then occasionally something comes out that makes it so that's actually good. I love Thrain. Thrain, you are pretty awesome. Ayara, you are pretty awesome. Ayara, you... Ghastly Conscription. Exile all cards from target player's graveyard. Face down pile. Shuffle that pile, then manifest those cards. That would be a lot of creatures entering from the battlefield. out of my graveyard. Or out of people's graveyards. I wonder if that triggers. We might do something with that. I mean, obviously, I put it aside for a reason. What that reason is? Sometimes that be how it is. I love this artwork on Sephiroth. I love this freaking Dark Confidant. I love all the special treatments. This Sephiroth is Angel Nightmare Demon. So dark. These summons, like I've said, they're beautiful. They make me happy. Freaking Fang. Oh, I wasn't sure if it was. Ragnarok is beautiful. On the other side, Cecile. And then there's this Sephiroth. So good. Xenos. Yeah, I'll probably use most of these versions for my decks. Even though I guess you know what I'm gonna do for like my Final Fantasy decks. I'll use these fancy versions, and for decks that are Magic decks that I actually have non-Final Fantasy cards in, I'll use the full arts. And obviously, I gotta have a bunch of Chocobo altered arts made, which is gonna be a pain in my butt. Okay, hey, we already know that it's not the picture of her on there. So good. Sephiroth, Shenryu, Arden. There's so many versions of these cards. Oh, these are the Surge foils. Deadly Embrace got a reprint. Freaking, she is such a pain in my ass. I hate her so much in Final Fantasy 16. Seymour Flux. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may pay 1 life. If you do, draw a card and put a plus. This is a perfect card for me. A 5-mana 5/5 that lets me pay life to draw cards and put counters on things. Man, some people's flows are just so good. I really wish I could rap much faster. That's a weird thing to say. The Circle of Power is going to be great. I mean, I can't wait to put all these Kefka cards. I love Kefka. And this is actually a really weird one. Exile each opponent's graveyard. When you do, choose up to 1 target creature card exiled this way. Create a token that's a copy of that card, except for it's an artifact, and it loses all other card types. It's super weird and interesting. I have Nidhogg. Enchanted creature. Enchanted creature is a black dragon with power 4/2, flying, death touch, and is goaded. It's a legendary enchantment. Echo. The song Pickle Rick. A lot of references to nerdy shit. I love nerdcore rap. They rap about things I understand. Like, I love my normal rap, like Wu-Tang and stuff, but I also occasionally just like to hear about things I know, that, like, nerd stuff. Gem Bomb Polluter is gross. Stifle? Burp, burp. Oh my god, why do we have so many stifles? It's like we don't want somebody to have a. We want to counter every activated ability and trigger that exists. There's nothing better than stifling somebody's their land. I turned myself into a pickle, Morty! Morty! Morty, I'm a pickle! I'm a pickle! Sorry. So stupid. Wizard board is so stupid, but all the references just crack me up. I don't know. It's like Community if it just lost its fucking shit. Temporal Mastery. I hate Temporal Mastery. I hate extra turn cards. Retract. Retract is interesting because it's a 1-mana spell that will return all artifacts you control to their owner's hands. Like, it's an emergency reset button if you need to get rid of your artifacts if somebody's about to wipe them out. So, that's a foil. My bad. Boop. Boop. Oh, that changes the price greatly. Oops. Oh, I forgot about you, kitty. Ooh. Whoa. I think that might be something we do. Okay, I can't start making more decks right now. I already have, like, a stack of decks that are being built for content stuff, so I can't start building more decks now. I mean, I can, but I shouldn't. Hi, Barbie. Are you gonna come and knock stuff over? Great. I love you. Gosh, you're the worst. You're the worst. I love you. What did you just do? Did you just mix all these together? And you knocked all those over? You're the worst. I love you, but you are also the worst. I really do like the Eye of Nidhogg. That's pretty cool. The Falcon. I'm getting so many airships. I'm so excited about all the airships. Even though this one I can't use in Samut, which makes me sad. Findaniel. Whenever I cast an instant or sorcery spell, Surveil. That's pretty cool. At the beginning of your end step, each opponent must sacrifice a non-token creature of their choice. Each opponent who doesn't loses 2 life for each instant. Oh, that's gross. Oh my god, with freaking braids? Ugh. I do like making people make shitty decisions. That's funny. Yes. I do like MC Lars as well. Interceptor, Shadow's Hound. My assassins have menace. I guess I gotta put a dog in my deck. He's a helpful doggy, though. It's so awesome that my assassins are getting new stuff. I'm still missing Assassin's Creed stuff, though, that I haven't been able to find singles of. At some point. I think this might have been my old Sidisi deck that I'm logging cards from. I know I took apart a couple decks. 104. Okay. I'm going to finish this real quick. Reaper Sigil. Job select. The beginning of your end step, put a soul counter on this equipment for each player who lost life this turn, which is pretty easy to do, because it's just a loss of life. It doesn't matter whether or not you're doing damage. So there's a lot of cards that actually do that. I mean, this would actually go really well in my Volgavoth deck, because I'm doing damage to everybody on all of their turns. Cause at the beginning, it's only my end step, so I guess I still got to do it during my turn, though. Which there's plenty of cards that let me do that, so. This is supposed to be over in my Lyn deck. Aha, I know where you go, my friend. You were only printed once. Villas. Hey, Villas. Oh, this Villas was in games. It's in the game night box. It's just so mean, people. Why would you put that in the game night box? Rejoin the fight. 6 mana. Mill 3 cards. Then starting with next opponent in turn order. Each opponent chooses a creature in your graveyard that hasn't been chosen. Then you return those to the battlefield. That's awesome. That's gross. And Shadow Mysterious. This was one of my favorite characters as a kid, so I was super excited. I used to use them and the samurai. I forgot what his name. Cyan. I mean, I had my samurai and I had my mind crank. What kind of monster uses a mind crank? Me. But Death Touch, whatever shadow deals combat damage to a player, you may sacrifice another non-land permanent. If you do, draw 2 cards. And it can be a token too. And each opponent loses life equal to the mana value of the sacrifice permanent. Oh, that's almost like the ninja ability, like Yuriko, but killing stuff off your board to do it. That's actually pretty cool. And I like that it has like the throw ability. Human Warrior Rogue, Siegfried. Siegfried enters, mill 3 cards, and then put X +1/+1 counters, where X is twice the number of creature cards in your graveyard. That would go really well in Disa. So I'm throwing creatures in my graveyard like nobody's business. Oh, this artwork for freaking Espers. I really love. Kefka is fun. I would dress up as Kefka and just every day if that was an option. That'd be terrifying. Nobody would want to be friends with me. They just wouldn't even want to be seen with me. I'd be like, that bitch crazy. Which is, I mean, that's basically true, I guess. Nazgul. I still have Nazgul. I have like 4 of them. But nobody ever needs the ones that I have. Nazgul, which one are you? 336? Boop. Wu-Tang is for the children. Oh my god. Nazgul. Why? Why Nazgul? Is that how Sid is gonna be? I feel like Sid is gonna be even worse, though. Because there's even more versions of Sid. Ugh. There's gonna be so many Sids. This is my original demonic tutor from my old collection. It's in such good condition. Falcon, rejoin the fight. What else do we have? Transpose. Ugh, Shadow, you're so fucking cool. Archfiend of Depravity got a reprint. That thing always is such a pain in the ass when it comes out. It's so stupid. I love making my opponents making bad decisions. Crux of Fate is an interesting reprint. I don't know. I get it. Why? I don't know, but yeah, and with all the dragons running around with Secure, I guess I get it. It makes sense, I guess. I get it. People are being problems with dragons. Their dragons need to be put down, right? Like, no more dragons for you, people. Hand of the Predators. You used to be in my one deck. I gotta figure out where some of this stuff was going. Like, this looks familiar, and there might have been a reason for it. Hand of the Predators. Never been reprinted. All those weird cards that it can only be reprinted in certain sets. That's like when a card has a non-generic name, it makes it hard to reprint things. 94 or 31? 31. Good lord. Ghoul's Night Out. I love wordplay cards. Bastion of Remembrance, which is always great. Extenuate. Just what we needed. Lethal Scheme. Morbid Opportunist, Murderous Rider. The thing is, a lot of these have been reprinted so recently for like Mardud and the Mardu deck and the Nate's Whisper. Pitiless Plunder, that has been reprinted. A whole bunch of these just got reprinted in Fallout. Reanimate, I will always take more copies of as one of my favorite cards. This card, I absolutely love. This freaking reprint, Rise of the Dark Realms, and I love the artwork that it has every single Final Fantasy character that you can recruit in Final Fantasy VI. Like, this game means a lot to me. It's weird. Like, 6, 7, and 8. Like, if even 9. Like, those were all the ones that I played. Like, my brother watched me play, and my brother, I watched him play 10 and the sequels to it. So, and then I played the other ones by myself afterwards. But that's what we used to do. Whoever bought the game would just watch the other one play it. And with like RPGs, I just basically watching a story. Like, one of my favorite things about Final Fantasy games. Like, I got to experience the story whether or not. I know, and the artwork is beautiful. Like, this, if this is a playmat, I will buy the shit out of it. There are a whole bunch of cards that if there's playmats, I'm just gonna be like, "Ah, God damn it," or sleeves. And I love the artwork on this freaking snuff out. It's freaking awesome. I would dress like this if that was an option. If I still had my clothes and things from my old days stitched together. Stitcher Supplier, Siphon Mind, Yawgmoth we got a reprint of, which is pretty awesome. I love Yawgmoth. And now I'm like, do I change out this Yawgmoth for this? For the Emperor, Hell Tyrant? Basically, any Amano artwork will probably just be put in my decks. Like, I I'm being spoiled right now. Like, that Liliana art was like one of my favorite cards, and now I have all this extra Final Fantasy art. So I'm like, guess these are all going in my decks. Diabolic Intent. Did I spell this right? No, I didn't. I'm like, that's not how you spell diabolic. No, apparently, this is also still not how you spell diabolic. I mean, the card is sitting right here. You think I would be better at this, huh? Diabolic Intent. Extended art. It's a foil. Ugh. Yeah, if you all see anything that you need for your decks or anything, just let me know. Now, this is supposed to be in a deck. Tom traded me this. I know exactly where this is supposed to go. This is going in my Ian Malcolm deck. Obviously, it's just Ian Malcolm. Yeah, this is the fancy version, Tom. That goes in my deck. Yeah, is there a full art version of this? I really hope there really should be a full art of that. I feel like it would be gorgeous. Ugh. Well, we'll see. Oh, Clive. Clive is nasty. God damn it, I just mixed all these up. There we go. I'm like, wait a second. Okay, so these should have been like that. I swear I don't know what I'm doing sometimes. Ugh, Ifrit. Ifrit is disgusting. Fights up to one target creature. It's a freaking 9/9. It's probably killing whatever it's fighting. And then you're adding 4 mana. And then if it has 3 or more counters, exile it and then flips back to freaking Clive again. It shows him becoming Ifrit and then going back, which is pretty cool. I love Magic. I don't want to talk to people. Do not phone call me, human being. I always get all freaked out when somebody calls me. I'm like, what's happening? Are they after me? What's happening? I hate this. Oh, this was supposed to be in my elemental deck. At least some of these are just theme deck cards that I'm like, okay, I know where this goes. Force of Will? Seems like something... I don't ever use Force of Will for anything. Nope, it's not that one. You know what? 96? I don't know which deck this is from. One of these, I guess. I don't use Force of Will very... Oh, apparently this must have been my Yuriko's counter suite. I'm like, these are not cards I use very often. I was like, these must be for something else. Oh my god, why do I have so many copies of Cyclonic Rift? I don't use Cyclonic Rift. Oh, that's probably why I have so many copies. They're just all sitting over here in a pile. That's the original Cyclonic Rift. Collector Oof, you were supposed to go in my freaking Jetmir deck. Everything is coming back to me. Barrett, I kind of wish you were better. But he is actually not terrible. I feel like he would be really good in your Eivor deck. That's the thing. Now you're going to have to find space for things. Collector Oofy. Collector Oof. Unfortunately, we're not going to make it through all these cards. Exactly. I'll just send them to random places. Just be like, here. That's one of my favorite things to do is when I have people's addresses, just sending them things. I know that I like just getting random mail, so be like, this is what I think of you, Cyclonic Rift. Doorkeeper Thrall. I want to do something with you. I feel like I wanted to do it, Doorkeeper Thrall, because it's got Flash, and use it in CD EDH. I don't know. I mess people's CEDH games up. I'm not allowed to be there. I ruin people's time. I don't know any better. Okay, that was supposed to... Is that multiple copies of that, or is that just that one? Okay. When Barbie jumped over here, she mixed up a bunch of stuff. I was like, I'm pretty sure I already saw these things. Okay, those are going in decks. Okay, I gotta go to the post office, so... We'll leave off here, talking about Magic cards. I'm sure they'll add a whole bunch while I'm gone. But thanks for hanging out with me, y'all. I appreciate you. I'm so excited about this set. Like, I have a lot more to say about a lot of the cards, but when I'm multitasking and, like, entering cards and talking about cards at the same time as sorting cards and putting them aside for decks as well. This is how my brain works. I have to be doing 20 different things. But thanks for hanging out with me, y'all. I'll be back tonight, and yeah, we'll have Magic Online codes and whatnot. I think we're going live at 10 o'clock, so, but we'll be over on Bear's channel and over on Bones' channel and Chris's channel and mine, so you can find us on any of our channels, because we'll be all hooked up together, so. But thanks for hanging out with me. Try to have a good day. I don't know what's going on in the world. I don't really care. I'm just in my Final Fantasy world right now, so. Love you all. Take care of yourselves, and